Howdy. As you can tell, I've been busy the last couple of weeks. I haven't made many videos, but I've been trying to get this little truck on the road. It's got to get going. I need wheels. I need a truck. I sold mine the other day. I don't know how anybody ever does without a truck, but you know. We sold it, and now we're going to put this one back together and drive it. So I'll show you what all we've done here. We got our cab put on, as you can tell. Well, we got the cab on. Got the bed back on it, as you can tell. It's not bolted down, it's just sitting there. I've got the bolts and everything. Everything that's not on the truck that belongs with the truck, other than the fenders and the hood and all that, is laying right here. That's all I like. And that wiring harness there for the radio. But other than that, that's it. I went through my rummage of doors yesterday. I have a gray set, which came off the truck, a blue set, which was power windows, and a red set, which was manual windows. And I went through and picked out the best door of each side. The one that was on the truck was the best passenger side, but the driver's side I had to go with the blue one. The other two, bottom was rotting out of it. But I did convert it back to manual window. It was power. Not that hard of a job. Just take all the guts out of the old door and put in the new one. Their doors are the same, power or manual for this model, which is good. I got my interior back in. Dash, steering wheel, shifter, seat, old ratty carpet, but carpet's easy to fix later. I'm happy. It's not looked this good in years. Like I said, the only thing I like inside is the stereo. I do have the speakers behind the seat, actually like they're supposed to be. I don't know if you can see that or not, but and what else? I got to put the speakers on the dash, but they're laying right there. Just a matter of poking it in there and running the wire, and on that side over there taking out 2 screws and pulling that cover out and putting a new one in. It's already got the speaker attached, so that's no big deal. I tried to clean it up somewhat as I was putting it back in, because it did lay outside and it was dirty and the dash is laying inside, and the garage ain't really sealed up from birds and all that, so you know birds is in here. And this seat, even though it's red, is a really good sitting seat. I've had it for 4 or 5 years in the building in the way. Had buckets in the truck, and they all, sometimes, all the time, every time I go somewhere there's 2 people with me, so the buckets wasn't really feasible now. But I had this little bench seat in the building out front. I thought, I'll just throw that in there, see what it does. And I like it. It's a really good seat too. It's got 2 little tires in it right there. Let's see what else have we done. Got the back window in. This door, it's got a little catch on it, but it does shut really good, real easy. Got my mirror on it. My vent visor was already busted, so I didn't bother putting it back on yet. I'll get me a new set eventually. So today we're going to bolt the bed down, hopefully. Hook our wiring harness up for that, because it's hard to do something by yourself. You know, I was trying to set this bed on by myself, and I was had the bed standing up on the tailgate. I was walking it back and forth through the yard to get it down to the garage. And I pulled the wire right out of the plug for the harness to the brake lights. That's not good. But I think I can poke it back in there and clip them back into place, and it'd be okay. Because all the bullet connectors are still there. Let me see if I can get you a shot of that. Yeah, they're all right there. So we'll try to get that back hooked up. We'll go back around to the front here. Got a flat tire too. It goes down if it doesn't get drove. I'm really pleased with this door. It lines up really well. It closes really well. Got a really good gap, as you can see. I'm very happy with that. Now I just got to make it all the same color again. Would you believe that it's been so hot for the last couple of weeks that it melted the silicone that was holding that mirror? The glass is actually laying. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's laying right there. That's not broken nothing, it's just got a reflection of something in it. But I had never seen it get hot enough to melt the silicone out before. But it has. That front tire don't match none of the rest, but you know, as long as it rolls. I got my heater box back in. Got the wiper motor back on. Thing I gotta change that distributor. Cause whenever I set the cab on it, I dropped it and it fell right on the distributor cap. And it broke one of the little, see that little connector right there? So I can zoom in and give you a shot on that. Yeah. Zoom in. Come on. There it is. That's bent. It won't work. I've got another distributor cap, so it ain't no big deal. I've got several here. And I gotta reconnect this gas line. Because I was using the wrecker one day to pull the truck out of the barn. And my gas line busted going from the fuel pump over to the metal gas line that goes up to the carb. I just needed like 3 inches of fuel line, and I didn't want to run all the way to town for 3 inches of fuel line, so I thought, well, this is going to be tore down for a while, so I just went ahead and cut it off. I thought I left me enough slack to reconnect it there, but I might be able to run it, but don't look like it's going to happen. But anyway, down there on that starter, as you can tell, I got the solenoid all took apart on it. This camera is not focusing worth diddly today for some reason. There we go. See that big busted ugly hole? That was where the main hot from the battery came in positive. The nut was loose on it. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll just tighten that up and be okay. I tightened it too much and it busted it. So now I got to fight with that starter, taking it off, putting it on. Motor mounts on this truck is homemade. You can tell, big flat plate melted on. And a saddle welded to that for that to go into the motor. And it puts that starter right on that frame. And it is a pain to change. I've done it before, it's just pain. A mini starter would be in order, but mini starters cost money and that's something I ain't got right now. But anyway, we'll get in on that and I'll update you later as I get stuff done to it today. I'm going to work on it a little while. It's Sunday, it's nice and cool. And we'll see what we get done. We got the starter off. Got to looking, it is the offset bolt pattern. But I got another one. I'll try to test it here with my battery charger, make sure it's good, because you sure don't want to fight with them if they're not no good. So, I'll show you what we're going to do. Probably have to have two hands, so if I can find somewhere to set you down where you don't be in danger or nothing of that. Can you see that? I think so. Test it with our trusty battery charger. I don't like testing this with battery chargers, but I don't have a battery in the garage right now, so that's all we can do. Nothing. Oh yeah, working good. Awesome. So we do got a good starter. So now we just got to fight with it and put it back on. I get it put on. I'll show you, because I hate putting these starters on these trucks like this. So stay tuned. Well, that took all a matter of about 10 minutes. Blowed my mind. It's done. Tickled me to death. All I think I do now is connect my wires. Which I gotta connect the wires for everything else anyway. So next thing we're gonna do is dismiss that old distributor cap and get us another one. So hang tight. Alright, I've got the distributor cap switched out. Now we're just gonna wire it back up. I did mark which one was number 1. So you take your number 1 wire, put it in the number 1 position where I had it marked at. That's kind of rerouting them as I went a little bit. Number 1 was right here. You make sure they snap real good. Then you go to number 8, which on Chevy is the back one on the passenger side. And this is in the clockwise rotation. 1, 8, then you got 4, which is this one. Three, it's tangled up, of course. There we go. 6, number 6 has got a little brake spot in it. I hit it wrong. Then we got to have number 5 next. Which is this one. That's the one I had trouble with. Okay. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5. Then we got number 7, which is the very, very back one on the driver's side. Still not real happy with that one. That's all. And now, last but not least, number 2. There we have it. I'll show you a little here. There we go. Those are in. Number 1 was here. So it's 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2 in a clockwise rotation. Nothing too hard. You know, I did loosen the distributor up and twist it, because on these S10s you cannot get to the back hold downs unless you do, which that's no trouble. I got it back pretty close. Whenever I get it up and running, I'll adjust it to the final spec, and then we'll tighten it down and call it good. So we got the distributor on, distributor cap fixed, starter fixed. What's next? I guess wiring. Hang on just a bit. Well, we got it all wired. All that. All hooked up. Now we can hit the key. I'm happy. I'm happy. Thanks for watching.